And we are live. Hello, Podfeet, this wonderful, superb owl day, as you call it.
Happy superb owl day, yes. I've been hitting it pretty hard here. I've already drunk an entire Coronita.
It's a 7-ouncer, don't you know?
7 ounces. I mean, it took me about an hour and a half to drink it, but I'm a big beer drinker.
Aren't you supposed to have a lime in there?
Yeah, why didn't you put a lime in it?
We should have done that.
Put the lime in the coconut. Okay, we got to get going. We're going to, roll call, and then we're going to go. We've got Kevin and Bruce. And Bruce, got a pair of Bruces, always good. We've got Jill and Lynn and Sutter and Gracie and Ron and Steve and Zoe. So we're from Japan to England, all over the U.S.
Yeah.
All right. So it is perfectly expected that you will not pay any attention to me, and you will watch the game or watch the
halftime show.
Watch the. Oh yeah, I do want to see that.
I'm recording it. The commercials, yes.
Okay,
that's
the commercials. That's what I'm going to say. All right, here we go.
So we may just go to sleep. We won't blame you.
Well, the show will be exciting. Here we go. Places everybody. Hi, this is Allison Sheridan of the NosillaCast podcast, hosted at podfeet.com, a technology geek podcast with an ever so slight Apple bias. Today is Sunday, February 8th, 2026, and this is show number 1083. Well, Steve and I leave for our trip to Finland and Estonia Estonia? Starting again. Hi, this is Allison Sheridan of the NosillaCast. Why is my throat all gravelly? Stop it.
Was that Coronita?
Okay, here we go. Hi, this is Allison Sheridan of the NosillaCast podcast, hosted at podfeet.com, a technology geek podcast with an ever so slight Apple bias. Today is Sunday, February 8th, 2026, and this is show number 1083. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm doing that again.
That one was fine.
Nope, it ended too early.
Oh, so drag it out.
Hi, this is Allison Sheridan of the NosillaCast podcast, hosted at podfeet.com, a technology geek podcast with an ever so slight Apple bias. Today is Sunday, February 8th, 2026, and this is show number 1083. Well, Steve and I leave for our trip to Finland and Estonia tomorrow. Now, last week I asked if anyone wanted to meet up with us in Helsinki, and we're super excited that Timo answered our call. It should be great fun to get the feel of Finland from him. See, he's originally from Michigan, like CJ in the chat room here, and that's my home state, but he's been living in Finland for almost 30 years. If anyone else can be in Helsinki on Wednesday, February 11th for lunch, shoot me an email at allison@podfeet.com. While we're gone, the delightful Jill from the North Woods will be taking the reins and making sure our 20-year streak of NosillaCast is not broken. She's even going to do security bits with Bart, which should be awesome. Now, the only thing you'll miss is that there will be no live show on Sunday, February 15th. We will, however, be back for the live show on the 22nd. Getting gravelly again. Oh, you're supposed to know about that, Jill.
I think she's playing with us.
Okay, you know what's really funny?
I've seen her inputs on Notion.
Yeah. What's really funny
Look
is
into it.
how many people are telling me that they could hear the jingle all along, the cha-ching. They could hear it. Whole bunch of people.
But it's 30 dB down. It was really faint, wasn't it?
They all Lynn. Ask Lynn, listener Lynn. She says that she's one of the people who said she could hear it.
So Lynn, when you heard it, did it sound super quiet or was it normal volume?
I posted a screenshot in Slack after the comments. And did you see the picture I posted, Lynn? It can't be normal. The input. Go to Slack, Steve, and post the picture.
Okay, but let's make sure we're clear on what you're asking. We're talking about if you've downloaded it from an RSS feed. Okay,
but my point.
It can't be what we're listening to live. It can't be on YouTube. It's got to be an RSS feed.
Well, I think the podcatchers are fixing it.
Oh.
Because, really? Oh, no, I can't get to it.
In your podcatcher.
I was hoping you would go
man?
find it but it's been Overcast, podcasts, the podcast app, and I think she uses another one.
Which channel was it in Slack?
It was in show announcements in a reply about the episode where I talked about removing it.
Okay, I'll look for it.
So look for when there's a bunch of comments on.
Yeah.
Here it is. Did I put it in there?
iCatcher. No.
Yeah, maybe Lynn can find it. Anyway, I posted a picture showing how small it is in the waveform in the original. So, okay, I got to keep going.
Yep.
You know, I always have fun when I get to be on the Clockwise podcast with Micah Sargent and Dan Morin, and this week's experience was no different. The second guest was the lovely Chris Lawley. We started out talking about our cozy gaming habits. That's where I had to admit I have no game at all. Then we chatted about whether AI coding integration makes us want to build apps, which gave me an opportunity to plug my 2 time-based web apps. Then I turned the show political by asking each person, list view or column view, and I demanded that they defended their positions. I think you'll enjoy the answers. Anyway, we ended friends when we gushed about what rumored Apple products we will insta-buy. You can find this episode at relay.fm/clockwise and look for show number 642, A Hierarchy in My Head.
Insta-buy. That sounds like a Micah phrase.
It is.
Yeah, I can hear him saying that.
That's funny. You can find, why is that?
Why is what?
I didn't, there was something I didn't like in that, but it's fixed now. Okay. All right. And this next one does not have a blog post.
Oh, I think I found it. Is that it?
What's wrong?
I think I may have found... No, but I don't see a graphic. You're seeing there's a graphic there that shows...
I put a screenshot in of the waveform. If Lynn can find the last place she wrote, it would be right after that.
Okay.
All right. Now, we may all remember 2026 as the year it took Allison, like 5 tries to fix a borked audio file. It all started when I misaligned 2 audio tracks in NosillaCast 1080. When I fixed it so they were aligned properly, I did not notice that it was also 2 of the same interview. So I fixed it again to put in the right 2 interviews. Through this process, I kept renaming the file, went from the original to adding an A at the end to adding a B. When I finally got it fixed with Rev B, boy, I was sure I was finally done. Imagine my surprise this week when Joe P. posted in Slack that his podcatcher, Overcast, was saying the content for episode 1080 was unavailable. I made him go through a whole bunch of machinations, like deleting the episode, then deleting the subscription and resubscribing to the NosillaCast, and finally trying another podcatcher. He reported back that the results didn't change. The content was unavailable. I decided to go look at the source. If you go to podfeed.com/NosillaCast/RSS.xml, you can see the raw text of the RSS file that brings you the NosillaCast. Now, at first, it might look like utter glop to you, but if you scan down the file, you'll see tags that say item and then /item. Inside each one of these item tags, you'll find the title of an episode, a link to the associated blog post, and then the description, which is the actual blog post content. Next, you'll get the publication date. And finally, you get to the most important one, the enclosure tag. To my horror, I saw that the enclosure tag file was set to NC 2026-01-18A.mp3, not B.mp3. While I'd fixed the link in the blog post on my last pass through, I forgot to fix it in the feed file. I cannot believe I forgot that. And I was very careful to go back and delete Rev A and Libsyn, which is why when Joe P tried to fetch the file, it said it was gone. Once I realized the problem, it was a quick 1-character fix. I pushed the feed again, and Joe was finally sorted. So now I'm kind of wondering, what happened to all the people who tried to listen to episode 1080 through their podcatchers over the last couple of weeks? Does everyone listen so much later than the shows are produced that they just haven't hit the problem yet? And I can't tell you how much I wish I could reach back into the past to tell them. Oh well, I sure hope this is the last time you have to hear about episode 1080.
All right, I found something in your blog post where you annotate my voice starts well before the jingle lands. Is that the one?
No. So in Slack, in show announcements. Thank you, Kevin. In show announcements, I always post about the show. So 1080, or not 1080, it would have been like 1081, probably. Yeah, there it is. There, Bruce found it.
Thank you, Bruce.
So that's what the audio waveform looks like. How are you hearing cha-ching?
Wow.
Unless the podcatchers are fixing it. Like if you're using Overcast and use Voice Boost, it might bring that up.
But that's
it's
30
not
dB,
there
right?
in the. Yeah, I mean, it's not.
How do you recover from that?
It's little tiny bump. You can actually hear it if you, like I said, have the hearing of a Doberman.
But the noise level would stay the same. So if you expand that by 30 dB, you're going to get a lot of noise on that cha-ching.
Unless it's like a really tricky.
Interesting.
Actually,
I'm very quiet. Meaning
Steve is?
Well, let me
right
check
now?
I'm probably
I think he's got low biorhythms. I think he's watching the game. I had to remind him twice to come to the show.
Mic. It says I'm on the right mic.
You're on the right mic in StreamYard.
80%. Am I still quiet, Bruce?
Oh, it's halftime? No, I'm missing it.
No,
note
I'm
on
recording
the
it.
okay, but note on the recording what time the halftime is. Okay. All right, I'm going to keep going. Here we go. Did you ever see the movie The Jerk starring Steve Martin? He plays a young man who isn't terribly sophisticated in the ways of the world. One day, when the new phone books arrive, and he loses his ever-loving mind with excitement because he finds his name in the phone book, he starts yelling, "The new phone books are here! I'm somebody now!" That's exactly how I felt last week. David Nathanson, who's member of a local Mac users group, asked Perplexity a question about how to use hyper backup on a Synology. He was curious about which encryption method he should use. There was a question about at rest and... No, don't have them. That he should use. I put the link in the article if you want to put it. He was curious. That is it. That's when he's mad. He was curious about which encryption method he should use. One of the advantages of Perplexity is that it shows you the original source of the answers it presents. To his delight, the first recommendation was from podfeed.com. He sent me a screenshot of it and everything. Well, that absolutely made my day. But then it happened again. Kiwi Graham posted on Blue Sky a screenshot showing where he asked Perplexity another question about Synology. He wanted to know about migration strategies, and the first hit was also from podfeed.com from my article entitled The Great Synology Migration of 2022. How fun is that? I am somebody. Okay, let's actually get this show started with a CES interview. This one is fun in audio, but it's also really fun in Steve's video, which you can get to with the chapter mark in the show notes. You get to see me walking around in an exoskeleton. Man, it's hot in here. There we go. You probably shouldn't have had that up that high. Can you hear that fan?
You want me to turn on the air?
No, that's okay. The fan will do it. All right, so now, let's see. Ooh. Put this in and give us a chapter mark. Copy link. Isn't that fun? Perplexity knows who I am? I guess not. CCS. So we are on Hypershell, right? Hypershell. Put the right one in. And I think we decided it was better if I let it rest a little bit. Let's hear how that is. In an exoskeleton. We love nothing more than me strapped into some machinery at a show. All right. So that's... Come on. Put those here. All right. And go to the end of that. Okay. And then we're going to do another Steve Matten does a great review here. I think you guys are going to get a big kick out of this. Anybody else use Touch Portal? It's a way of turning an old Android or Apple device, iOS device, into a control surface for your Mac a la Stream Deck. Except it's not a piece of hardware. You get to use stuff you already have. I don't know. It doesn't have to be old stuff, but you can use Android or iOS. It's very cool. All right, so I'm going to do Steve Matten next.
Trying it, yeah. Appreciate it.
This is NosillaCast Steve Matten reporting from Piney Place in the New Jersey Pine Barrens.
All right, you don't get to hear it because we're moving. We're keeping moving. All right, let's see. Save? Okay, I'll save.
Out of the closet and give Touch Portal a try. Have fun.
I love this so much, Steve. By the way, he didn't mention it, but Touch Portal also runs on Linux and Windows too, and you can use Android devices to control these machines. So it's cross-platform, inexpensive, and lets you use older devices if you want to. What's not to love? Steve, I sure hope you'll be back with more of these reviews soon. Steve, I hope you'll be back with more of these reviews soon. Keep them coming. He's got a great voice. Really good. Okay. Now we're going to do CES. This one. All right. And NosillaLogics. This is an earbud you can wear. Earbuds you can wear and control a computer with your facial expressions. NosillaLogics.
I think it's also head movement.
Not really.
Really? Just
Not
facial
really.
expression.
Yeah, very, very slight. You watch the guy. He moves his head about this much.
Okay.
Just barely. All right. See you soon. Keep them coming. You know, I love... A little bit late, huh? A little bit late. I don't like gaps in sound. Have you noticed that? You know, I love accessible tech, and I had to stop by the NosillaLogics booth. All right. Oh, thank goodness Nassanut's not here. I'm gonna say something nice about him.
Ed asks a good question.
What's that? Can I close an app by sticking my tongue out?
Is it programmable in that manner? Do you basically
What?
tell it
NosillaLogics?
what expression?
What is what?
Yeah, NosillaLogics. Is it? Do you tell it what expression you're about to, or what command you're about to express with your face, and then record?
Did you hear them say anything about that in the
No,
interview?
I don't.
Because you've actually heard the interview much more recently than me.
I don't remember the content much. Yeah,
You're just a
45 of these
machine.
things.
You are a machine putting these things out. All right. No, but I know isn't there some facial control stuff already built into Mac OS? Try it. Start sticking your tongue out at your machine, Ed. Actually,
And report back.
yes, let us know.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Last week, I explained that I needed to buy a new bit of bumper music that you just heard, and I had to do that when I discovered that my beloved cha-ching sound wasn't being heard right before begging for money. Now, a funny thing has been happening. A bunch of people have been telling me in Slack that they have been able to hear the money sound. I absolutely don't know how that is, because if you look at the original MP3 file that is in the feed, you can just barely see it on the waveform. I mean, it's wee tiny. It's just barely there. So the only thing I can think of is some of these podcatchers are bringing the sound back up, and I don't know how they're doing it. But anyway, during the show last week, I suggested in the panhandling section that it'd be cool if someone bought me 3 coffees using podfeet.com/donate to cover the cost of the new music. Well, John Ormsby, aka NASA Nut in the live show, was kind enough to do just that. When I thanked him, he said, "It's probably the least I can do for you putting up with my snarkiness." He's not wrong. He is a bit of a pest. But you know what? That's just the kind of person I like. As Amy Poehler says, sarcasm is my love language. So thanks, John, for the years of snarkiness and for covering the cost of the jingles. Thank goodness he's not here.
Not thank goodness. I just realized he's not here even though I thanked him.
Oh, I thought you said thank goodness.
No.
I was going to tell him that. All right. We are cooking with gas here.
Yeah, we're going to be done pretty early. I think you might have a record short show.
Yeah. Well, always leave room for me to screw some stuff up.
Yeah. One could hope.
And I can't explain why there's a -2 on this blog post number. Don't ask.
I see it.
I thought about trying to fix it, and I said, nope. Let's see.
Jason's such a sweetie. He's a great guy.
Yeah. He really is. We have an interview. When is that going to play? We have an interview with him where we just spontaneously started asking him questions about his rig at CES. It's very funny, actually. Where's the waveform? There we go. Let's see how this sounds. And for covering the cost of the jingles. Too slow. You may know Jason Howell from his work hosting Daily Tech News Show with Tom Merritt, or his work on the All About Android and Android Faithful podcast, or hosting Tech News on the Twit Network. Over the last 2 decades, he's been the voice translating complex technology into clear human stories that connect with real audiences, or at least that's his goal. I think of him as one of the sweetest men I've ever met. Now that I've embarrassed you, welcome to the show, Jason.
Hey, Allison. So good to be here. Thank you for the invite.
Absolutely. Well, you've been kind of on fire on TikTok with mini reviews covering a lot of different versions of smart glasses. There were so many different options being shown off at CES. I literally looked at none of them because I couldn't figure out how to even start. Like, I've seen the Meta Ray-Bans, but trying to figure out, like, why is this one cooler than that one? I couldn't even think of the questions asked. So I thought, why not have you on the show to talk about it? So what, you agree? They were everywhere, right?
Oh, they were totally everywhere. And I kind of went into the Consumer Electronics Show this year with my mindset, like, I have a good feeling that these smart glasses are going to be a bigger deal at CES. I keep calling it Consumer Electronics Show, and I forgot they don't call it that anymore. It's just CES. Like it's not even meant to like stand for anything. I think that's so weird.
I do
but anyways,
too. When companies take an acronym that's perfectly useful and say no, it doesn't stand for that, but they use the same acronym.
Totally. I'm just like, I don't get it. But anyways, I went into CES with that kind of as one of my big goals, my big missions, was to just kind of see and notice and hopefully test out a bunch of different smart glasses and see, like, in the light or in the shadow cast by the Meta Ray-Bans, which I think everyone would agree, have kind of proven to a certain degree the commercial appetite or the commercial appeal of what smart glasses are and what they can be useful for. If you don't like Meta, totally get it too. There's a lot of people that are like, I wish these glasses were not by Meta, and I totally understand that. But I knew going into CES we were going to see a lot of these everywhere, and that is absolutely the case.
So let's talk a little bit of terminology. There's smart glasses might be the best overarching term, but there's AR versus VR. Are the glasses these days, are they AR? Are they VR? But they're
Or are they AI glasses? That's another one is AI glasses. And It really depends because a lot of the glasses, and I tend to just throw around smart glasses because they're glasses, but
I
smarter.
think that's easier.
It's easier. It's totally easier. AI glasses, I would consider if I was, to kind of interpret these terminologies, AI glasses are kind of what you get out of Meta Ray-Bans, not the View ones, not the ones with the displays. But if it's just audio only, that's really what you're talking about is glasses that allow you to interact with an LLM, an artificial intelligence, large language model or something like that, using your voice. Usually they have a microphone or a couple of microphones on board. Usually they have some speakers on board so that when you fire off a question to the AI that is integrated, it can give you an answer that doesn't require you looking at your smartphone to get that answer. So largely that form factor and that limited kind of use case or technology really is about interacting with artificial intelligence in your daily life using your glasses. And yes, they sometimes have cameras and that sort of stuff.
You're not really interacting with the world, though. And I'll stop you there on that cliffhanger. That was great fun. Boy, I'm glad it wasn't a long show. My voice is going.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Kevin. It's funny. I like having that consistent image because I can see it in my peripheral vision. I could see it and I would just hit save.
It's so much better than the 3 paragraphs of save now.
I do like that better. 1994.
94?
Wow,
Nerdtacular?
that's way back. No. CES. Oh, it was in Chicago.
Oh, CES. Oh.
All right. Closing it out here. Well, that's going to wind us up for this week. Did you know you can email me at allison@podfeed.com anytime you like? I'll probably even answer questions while I'm on vacation. If you have a question or a suggestion, just send it on over. Remember, everything good starts with podfeed.com. You can follow me on Mastodon at podfeed.com/Mastodon. If you want to listen to the podcast on YouTube, go to podfeed.com/YouTube. You can see all of Steve's fantastic videos there too. If you want to join the conversation, you can join our Slack community at podfeed.com/Slack, where you can talk to me and all of the other lovely Nosilla castaways about things like how you heard the cha-ching and I don't understand how. You can support the show at podfeed.com/Patreon, or you can use a one-time donation at podfeed.com/donate, like John did to help pay for the jingles. Or if you like PayPal, we have that too. Where do you think it is? podfeed.com/PayPal. And if you want to join in the fun of the live show, you're going to have to wait until February 22nd to head on over to podfeed.com/live on Sunday nights at 5 p.m. Pacific time and join the friendly and enthusiastic Nosilla castaways. Thanks for listening and stay subscribed. Okay, do I have to redo slash?
What? You got to read what Ed just posted in Telegram.
Wait, do I have to redo slash? Anybody notice
No.
that sound like that Coronita? I'm telling you, that 7 ounces, it really hit me tonight.
7 ounces at 3%.
What did Ed write? I once somehow
you
turned
may
out.
not want to read
Oh,
this. This is
okay. He's talking about how bad he is at Discord. I'll let him share that if he wants it.
No, Kevin, we don't want to go back there.
Actually, no. He always does the chapter markers like that. But
6.
they're all lined up this time.
Not in mine. Depends on how you're calling
Oh,
it.
I got to have it memorize this width. They're perfectly aligned instead of that staggering.
Oh, yeah. You can adjust. Oh, you can get all sorts of neat little patterns as you move it in and out.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I should probably put outro music first, though. So there's more chapters than there are links.
Oh,
Thanks for listening and stay subscribed.
recount. Okay, I got a number.
8
6. What? 8? I have 6.
clockwise.
Yeah.
How many mea culpas?
Oh, that's
Perplexity.
That is not, wait, mea culpas is not a. Oh, you put a chapter mark to it. Okay, that's 7 for me. Oh, perplexity. Okay, I'm up to 8
And
now.
CES Touch Portal. CES Support the Show. Chit Chat.
I'm used to links being chapters.
I told you they didn't have links before I asked you the number.
I see they don't. That's why I didn't count them.
I said that. All right.
Thanks for not reading that out. She got really close. In fact, I think
I'm
she
gonna.
started.
Go make a donation at podfeed.com/donate, or I'm reading it out loud. I'm kidding.
Wow.
I'm kidding. I mean, you can if you want to, but I'm kidding. No, don't. No, really, don't. I don't mean extortion. Sure, why not? No, he was just discussing a time that he made a little critical error doing in Discord. Not that I've ever done anything like that.
No.
Yes, thanks, Lynn. If anybody, we will be doing the travelogue. I think
I
you
don't know
guys.
if everyone knows what the travelogue is. I guess they would if they've listened to some of your blog posts.
So
most of
actually,
these people know.
if you go to podfeed.com, actually, I should make podfeed.com/travelogues, but I don't think it is. It might be. Let me see. Is it? That sounds like something
Everything
I would
good.
have done. Travelogues. You got to be able to spell. Nope. I should make it that though.
Yeah, I think
and
you
if
should.
you go to special pages, and the travelogue is here. I haven't re-edited all of them yet. A whole bunch of them though. So the last 3 are the earliest ones, but I've got 2017 on. I do travelogues every single day when we're on these trips, even on safari, even in Antarctica, even in Iceland, even in the Galapagos, and hiking Machu Picchu.
So
Chile.
You want to qualify the flavor of these things?
Oh, they're really low on facts. So I'll say things like, hey, we saw this statue. It was like a guy, I don't know, he's on a horse or something. I don't know what it was. And I'll have a picture of it.
It's heavy on photos, light on facts.
Yeah. But
And a
people
little
seem to like
a
them.
lot of comedy thrown in. Well, some
So
comedy.
if you would like to be on it, send me an email at allison@podfeet.com and I'll add you to the list. There's like 110 people, 120 people voluntarily read this crap. I mean, this highly informative, interesting stuff. It's 5:31.
It is. Well, we're way past our time. We went
All right.
a minute over.
We are. And I've done what I've got to do here. Wave when I fly over.
We'll
Actually,
wave. Actually,
we're going to be in Heathrow.
We're stopping over in Heathrow, yeah.
We're not there very long, though, are we? And we're not crossing
2.5
over the border?
hours.
Oh, that's better than last time. It was 6 hours when we went to Africa.
Yeah,
That was fun.
that was too much.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to call it because I'm actually starting the upload, and that's probably going to mess up.
So,
Actually,
A reminder,
better. No live show
Jill
next week?
will be producing the show, but no live show next week.
So be patient. Hopefully she won't need Bart's help, right? That's the goal. I got to tell you, of everybody who's ever taken the reins of the show, she is the best at actually reading the documentation I write. I have extensive documentation, and she follows all of the rules of like how to name things and everything. She's very good about that. You're an absolute fear. All right.
So we need
think
to
we're
learn
done.
how to say goodbye in Finnish.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, well, maybe when we get back, we'll say hello in Finnish.
Say hello in Finnish. I just learned how to pronounce the name of the place we're going to. It's Skal something.
Yes, we are nearly finished.
Ah, that's
Nicely
good.
done, Ed. I will say it's Iceland and Finland. Those languages are really tough. They are some of the toughest pronunciations I've dealt with.
Well, we haven't really heard many words yet.
Well, I've looked at them. I haven't heard them, but I've looked at their spelling.
I've looked at the words.
and umlauts and now special symbols and then vowels and consonants we don't normally see together.
There's the place we're staying, Skal.
What does sisu mean, Jill? Favorite Finnish word, sisu. Is it the bathroom? Ue sisu. Grit? It means grit?
Why would we want to know that word?
As in, like grits that you eat, or grit as
Okay,
in
I think we're done.
determination?
I think we're done. I'm afraid to repeat what anybody says.
Stick to it.
stick
Yeah.
to it?
Stick to it. You know, like determination.
Oh,
Grit.
stick to
Grit and
itiveness.
determination. Yeah.
Got it. All right, let's call it, Steve. This has gone
Yeah.
downhill.
It certainly has. Everyone be safe. Have a good
Good luck,
couple
Jill.
weeks. Yes. We wish you the best.
Bye.